everyone, welcome. I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi. This is Winston. Welcome to Mindful Monday. A short practice, some gentle movement, some breath, opportunity to practice meditation emotion, and seated meditation. Oh, and there you go. Winston is coming into his seat. So let's do that. Come onto your mat and come into your seat. Take your seat. You can sit cross-legged. You can sit on your knees. You might sit on the top. If you are seated in a chair, that works too. Just bring your feet flat on the ground in front of you. Set your gaze, lower your gaze or close your eyes, and let's start to take a couple of good deep breaths, and we'll begin together. Let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Once more together, take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Now, just begin to allow your breath to move in and out. Allow your breath to be balanced. Allow yourself to really feel the flow of your breath. And as you feel this breath, you might feel for sitting a little taller, a little more upright, stacking your spine. You might feel for softening your shoulders, softening your fingers or your toes, softening your face and your jaw. And if there's a lot of busyness in your head, a lot of stuff going on in your thinking mind, keep noticing your breath so you can soften the hold that you have on that stuff in your thinking mind. And the funny thing is that when we soften all that stuff, that distraction, we're actually strengthening our mind. Just taking a couple more good deep breaths here. As you breathe in, let it be a full inhale. And then as you exhale and empty out, allow yourself to do just that, empty out completely. Notice if you find yourself hanging on to that inhale, trying to force a little more breath in, or if you find yourself hanging on to the exhale. There can be just the littlest pause at the top of your inhale. And an equal pause at the bottom of your exhale. But it doesn't have to be forceful. Winston's a little twitchy in his meditation today. I don't know if you can hear him over there. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. It's okay to be twitchy, to be antsy. The practice is to notice that so that when it happens, you can come back, retake your seat, reset your seat. Let's take one more deep breath in together. And a long breath out. Now come on forward to your hands and knees, to your tabletop. Set your hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Spread your fingers wide. Let's move through a couple of cat-cows. On your inhale, lift your gaze and your chest and your tailbone. Let your belly drop. And then as you exhale, round your spine. Lift out of your shoulders. Increase the space between your shoulder blades. And as you inhale, belly drops. Heart comes forward. You can take your gaze up. And as you exhale, round your spine. Lift out of your shoulders. Tuck your chin into your chest. Moving through just a couple more of these. And taking your time. And if you like to make some side-to-side movement, C-shape with your body, you can. It's your practice. You can do what works for you. Now come on back to your neutral spine here. Tabletop. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale. Take a big inhale. Start to shift forward so your shoulders will come over your fingertips. And as you exhale, begin to lower all the way down towards your mat. Come onto your belly. Untuck your toes so your toenails are on your mat. And walk your hands a little more forward. Fingertips under your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows in here. We're setting up for a cobra. So as you inhale, start to fill up and let that lift you up. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Elbows squeeze in. Feel the tops of your feet on your mat. It's as though you could draw your hands back. They're not going to move, but like you could draw your hands back, bring your chest a little more forward. Still breathing here. It's a back bend. Lengthening your spine, strengthening your spine. Feel if you can draw your low belly in up, strengthening your core. Take a really big inhale. Now as you exhale, lengthen and lower back down. Hands under your shoulders. Come up to your tabletop and press back to your child's pose. Take your knees wide or work with your knees together. Arms extended forward. Hips towards your heels. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Fingers spread wide here. Come on up into your tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips. And come on into your downward facing dog. If the tabletop works better or the child's pose works better, you can stay with that. Take a breath in here. And a breath out. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, make your way up to your hands. Walk your feet up to your hands. Set your feet together apart. Come on into your flat back. Hands can be on your mat. Hands can be on your shins. You can bend your knees. Let your shoulders roll back, lengthening your spine from the crown of your head right out through your tailbone. Checking with your feet here. So if you are way back in your heels, shift a little bit forward into the balls of your feet. Feel that gives you room to lift your chest and lift your heart. Take a big inhale. Now fold forward, exhale. Soft knees as you fold. Walk your feet to about hips width distance and a couple of breaths in our forward fold in ragdoll. You can bring your hands to your elbows if you like. You can also let your hands dangle. Sometimes it's nice to wrap your arms around your legs. There are all kinds of variations you can work with. And as you find a variation that works for you, can you stay connected to your breath? Take a long breath in. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And a big exhale. If you are holding your elbows, release your hands and walk your feet a little bit closer together. Set your feet and rise up to stand. Come up, shoulders roll back. Take your hands high. Lift your heart. Reach up. Fill up, a big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Soften your knees as you fold. Letting your head drop here. Find your flat back. Take a big breath in. Now bring your hands to your mat and step back to your tabletop, bringing your knees down. As you inhale, shift your shoulders forward. As you exhale, lower all the way down to your mat. You might have to adjust a little bit here. Toenails on your mat. Set your hands, squeeze your elbows in. As you inhale, lift your chest and your heart coming up for your cobra. And as you exhale, lengthen and lower back down. Hands under your shoulders. Press your way up to your tabletop and back to your child's pose. Now if you like downward dog here instead of your child's pose, you can work with that. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Set your hands on your mat. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips, come into your downward dog if you're not there. Take a big breath in here. And a long breath out. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, make your way up to your hands. As many steps as it takes. Walk to the front edge of your mat. Set your feet. Come into your flat back, your halfway lift. Fold forward, exhale. Now as you inhale, come all the way up to stand. Really fill up, lengthen up, reach high, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward, soften your knees, letting your head drop. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, hands come to your mat. Step back to your tabletop. Set yourself up here. Take a big inhale. Shift forward. As you exhale, lowering down to your mat. Make your adjustments, untuck your toes. Set your hands under your shoulders, elbows in, belly in and up. Inhaling to your cobra. Lifting your heart, lengthening through the sides of your body, lengthening through your spine. Exhaling gently, lowering back down. Come back up to your tabletop and come back to your child's pose. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Child's pose or downward dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. From here, making your way back to your seat. Whatever seat feels comfortable for you, and if it feels more comfortable to stay in child's pose, then stay in child's pose. Sitting tall and upright. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Notice any shifts. Physical shifts, mental shifts, energetic shifts. And that's all you have to do is notice. Be in your body in this breath so you can notice what's happening. And take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Now you can stay here as long as you like. Take as much time as you like. But thank you for joining me. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I hope I see you soon.